Welcome back to PAX 2019, and I'm here at the Coolermaster booth, and they have a few new things going on, especially this thing right behind me, the Hermit Pod version 2. Now, last year, we did a video on this, and it was in concept. So they were getting all the feedback from version 1, and then this time around, they've redone it up, and it's literally perfect. Even though it's going to be something that a lot of gamers most likely won't need, it's going to be one thing that if you want the ultimate gaming experience, especially if you want to relax, this thing may be for you. It's got pleather on the outside, speakers inside, RGB on the inside, as well as a switch if you want to turn it off and have no power going in and out. The choice is yours, or I mean, in Coolermaster's case, make it yours. Now, easily my most favorite part of this booth has to be these custom builds behind me. We've got the SL600M. Now, we did see this in the past. This is by Tag Mods, and we saw this at IEM, but they've refreshed it with RTX inside this time, and it's blinging out of control, where that bling has infected the next build beside it, which is in the H500P, and this is by Designs by IFR. This is the Doom external build, and I gotta say, this thing is so incredible to look at. The custom design on this is just through the roof, to the point where it has smoke blowing out of it. So it's got a smoke machine built in, but do let us know in the comments, are you guys digging these builds? And if or not, they are straight out Now right here is the MM710. Now the last time we saw this in RGB was at Taiwan for Computex. And at that time, Rocket Jump Ninja had a girlfriend, but since then he's broken up with her. So unfortunately for them, the situation got a little bit bad, but fortunately for Coolermaster, the situation's getting better, where this mouse will be released in sometime in December in the 4 different variants. So you got gloss black and white, matte black and white, and then, of course, you got that bling going to the scroll wheel and on the base side of the mouse. But the good thing about the MM710 is it's readily available, unlike some other mouse manufacturers out there. It's got hyperglides, lightweight, top sensor. If you guys want to know more about this mouse, then I'll put the link up here for the review, which I actually did with Zai when he was still with his girlfriend. Now, moving through the Coolermaster booth, one thing they've really stepped it up on is their warranties, to the point where if you buy a V-rated power supply, so V Platinum or V Gold, and you have it fail in the first 6 months, Coolermaster will not only give you another power supply, but they'll give you your money back. So that's how confident they are with their RMA rates, and that's basically the number of units that fail, to the point where it's so low that they're confident that their units will work practically every time you buy one of these power supplies. Not to mention they're fully modular, and of course they come in at a great price point for what you're getting. Now underneath that is their new water coolers, which I've still got to take a look at here on the channel, but they've completely taken their all-in-ones, redesigned them from the ground up with new, better fans, better water block, where you can see the RGB shining through with a transparent block, but also on top of that, you've got a new head, a new pump, and a new base plate. So this means lower temperatures the way an all-in-one should be. Now to the right of me is a custom build by a fellow YouTuber named Gearseekers. He's also a fellow Aussie too. I featured him in a used PC parts hunt over in Taiwan in the past, and another YouTuber as well from Aussie, that's Simple Mods, who does custom builds. They collaborated together with the Cosmos case, and what you can see inside is just something that really looks like a mix between modern graffiti and custom PC building. Now besides the usual jazz you get in custom builds, RTX graphics cards, AMD or Intel CPUs and motherboards, these have Fire CUDA SSDs inside, which is a new line from Seagate that they've brought out, and they've also got Fire CUDA SSHDs. So what we're seeing here is a massive amount of fire minus the lead plus the banging. So now wrapping up the Coolermaster booth, one thing I noticed is not just at the booth here, but also when you go to pretty much every computer store retailer, at least in Australia, you can try out the Coolermaster keyboards. Now we saw this at Computex where they released a low-profile Cherry MX Red keyboard, and that's been released into the wild, and I got to finally try it here again, and I realized that it's a nice keyboard for traveling, where it's lightweight and also it's low profile, makes it handy to fit inside a suitcase, but also still get that consistency consistency out of a mechanical keyboard. So that about wraps up the Coolermaster booth for 2019's PAX Australia. But on top of that, come on down if you are here, because Coolermaster is giving away an unprecedented 1,400 pieces of loot. So chances are you're probably going to win something, where they're giving away things like their MM710 mice every day, to Fire CUDA SSDs, all the way through to the MSI stuff and some of the gear you see on here, where all these systems have Z390 chipsets and half of them have RTX GPUs, as well as MSI's new lineup of RX 5700 graphics cards. Or should I say, Gravis cards. And lastly, before I get on out of here, if you guys enjoyed this one, then be sure to hit that like button for us and let us know in the comment section below what was your favorite thing on display here at this booth. And another thing too I didn't notice was that they're doing this booth in collaboration with M-Wave, which is an Australian retailer, where they're giving away anywhere from 20 to 50% off the gear, the Coolermaster gear that you see on display here for PAX only specials. So if you're here, get in with a chance to either win something or get something at a massive discount. And with that aside, I'll catch you in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.